Today we will delve into the intricate world of the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI in short. The Chinese-led infrastructure project sparking heated debate. Is it a death trap, ensnaring developing nations in an inescapable web? Or is it a golden opportunity paving the road to prosperity? Let's first address the elephant in the room, debt. As of 2023, BRI recipient countries owe China an estimated $1.3 trillion. That's a significant sum, raising concerns about unsustainable debt burdens. However, the picture isn't black and white. Debt to GDP ratios for BRI countries are actually lower than the global average. And while China is a major creditor, it's not the only one. Private lenders and international institutions also hold significant portions of BRI debt. Now let's talk numbers. BRI investments have undoubtedly boosted trade. China's trade with BRI countries increased by 250% between 2013 and 2021. This translates to millions of jobs created in developing nations, particularly in construction and export-oriented sectors. But the story goes beyond trade. The BRI has invested in over 2,000 infrastructure projects, including roads, railways, ports, etc. These projects have increased access to electricity for millions, improved connectivity in remote areas, and facilitated healthcare delivery in underserved communities. Here is a statistic that paints a hopeful picture. A 2023 study by the World Bank found that BRI projects could lift 7.6 million people out of extreme poverty by 2030. That's a significant contribution to global development goals. However, challenges still remain. Transparency in loan terms and project feasibility studies is crucial to avoid debt traps. Environmental concerns, particularly regarding deforestation and pollution, cannot be ignored, and local communities deserve a voice in project planning to ensure benefits which will reach everyone, not just selected elites. There are many myths around BRI, but let's focus on the most spread. Myth number 1. The BRI is solely about China's gain sucking resources derived from developing nations. Fact. While China's economic interests are undeniable, the BRI story is more complex. China has invested a staggering $1.2 trillion in BRI projects across over 140 countries. This translates to $150 billion invested in renewable energy projects, actively combating climate change and promoting sustainable development. $60 billion in upgraded transportation infrastructure, connecting previously isolated regions and boosting regional trade. $50 billion in healthcare projects directly improving access to medical services for millions in developing nations. Myth number 2. The BRI is a debt trap, leaving countries drawing in Chinese loans. Numbers. While debt sustainability is a concern, here is the reality. Only 10% of BRI loans come directly from Chinese state-owned banks. The majority involve commercial loans, private investments, and multilateral financial institutions. The average debt to GDP ratio of BRI countries is 58% compared to a global average of 64%. So BRI debt doesn't necessarily push countries over the edge. For example, Sri Lanka, often cited as a debt trap victim, owes only 10% of its external debt to China. Other factors like mismanagement and reliance on tourism played a larger role in its crisis. Myth number 3. The BRI is an environmental disaster sacrificing nature for economic gain. Statistics. While environmental concerns are valid, consider this. China's green BRI investments have reached $37 billion focusing on renewable energy, clean transportation, and sustainable infrastructure. BRI countries account for 50% of global renewable energy capacity additions, showcasing a commitment to clean energy transition. The BRI Green Development Index, launched in 2023, measures environmental performances of BRI projects, pushing for greater accountability and transparency. It must be noted that BRI is not a monolithic entity. It's a complex tapestry woven with diverse threads. There are undeniably risks, challenges, and varied practices that need to be addressed and developed better. But to dismiss it entirely as a debt trap or environmental villain would be a disservice to the nuanced reality. Developing countries need to be responsible borrowers, assessing debt capacity and negotiating terms that align with their long-term goals. Transparency, environmental responsibility, and community engagement must be cornerstones of every project. Thank you.